I think we have to have a more sophisticated grasp of what it means to say God is the creator. And part of what the new atheists have succeeded in doing is setting the frame of the debate. That the new atheists say that you can only have God if you can tell us kind of something that God is doing. So if God's not making the planets go in their orbits, or not gathering together the molecules to make the first life form, or not making human beings bipedal, then if God's not doing those things, then there's nothing for him to do, therefore he doesn't get to exist. You don't get to believe in God unless you can explain to me what it is that he's doing. Well, I mean, that's a very reductionistic view of God. I mean, God has to exist in the same way that the second law of thermodynamics exists, and that's the only kind of status that they're willing to concede. But the Christian understanding of God has always been, certainly at its best, a much more robust and philosophically deep concept than that. And we understand that God works through secondary causes. So we have to have a more sophisticated view of causality. I mean, what would it mean to say that God brings a whole universe into existence and endows it with orderly, patterned physical laws and a mathematical structure that allows things to form that are stable and can persist indefinitely, like solar systems and galaxies and so on? What does it mean to say that God brought a world like that into existence? Well, I mean, it doesn't mean that God's in there all the time tinkering like gravity is always tinkering. It means that God is kind of behind and under it in ways that are not going to show up like gravity does, but yet are more significant than gravity, because that's where gravity is grounded. Gravity is grounded in the originating power of God as creator. But way before the Big Bang or any theory of evolution, Aquinas is pointing out that origination is not the key part of the doctrine of creation. It's sustaining. So when we say that God is a creator, we have to be careful that we don't get bewitched by our language, so that we treat God like a human creator. When a human creator does something, they create it and then they walk away. I mean, we don't say that Da Vinci continues to sustain the Mona Lisa, and if he would remove his sustaining power, it would cease to exist. I mean, that would make no sense at all, but yet that's what it means to say God is the creator of this world, that everything is grounded in his being.